Now, a sign that you could be with a narcissist. So I made a couple videos about the red flags, like um, red flag, I'm not a nice person. They tell you that. They ask you if you're falling in love with them. Another thing is they if they are going through your shit, right? So if you are, say you invite them to your house and they're right off the bat looking around. Now, I'm not saying like it's a red flag right off the bat because, we all like to look at people's shit. We're all looking around like, oh, kind of getting to know everybody. We're like, oh, your house is so nice, or oh, you got really nice stuff, or whatever. But the thing is if they, after a while, if they're trying, he started doing you got too much stuff. You got too much, you got way too much stuff, which I didn't. I lived in a really nice apartment and I had nice stuff, you know, but, and I say had because I got rid of all my shit and I moved to Iowa and followed his ass in Iowa. That's another story, but I'll tell you about that one. Probably find it in my videos somewhere because I'll be posting that one soon. But anyway, you can let things go that you shouldn't be, like warning signs. Like he was walking around my apartment looking at all my stuff. And at first I was like, that's weird. That's really weird. Like I've never had anyone do that before. And then I'm just playing around with my hair. I don't really care. But and then he's like, you got way too much shit. And I'm like, why are you judging my stuff? Like, and then he found out that I had a Poshmark store because in my spare bedroom, I created this, my Poshmark store is selling items and I was doing actually pretty well. And he was jealous of that stuff in there. He's like, you have way too much stuff in there. Poshmark's stupid. You should get rid of your Poshmark store. Why? It's just such a waste of time. And in that moment, I'm like, in my head, I'm thinking, this is really strange. Like, why is he telling me what to do? Like, and at first I didn't really see it as a big deal. Now, in the future, a little bit, he starts like, we could do something else with your spare room, and you could put a bed in there. What if your kids want to visit and stuff like that? They'll have that bed in there. And now, mind you, I did have that spare room for family, but when the kids, they weren't really around, only maybe once or twice a year. My son already had, he used that room for a little bit and he moved out. So I'm like, I'll just do my Poshmark store in there. But make a long story short, in that time the short time I was with him, in a very short time, he actually talked me into cutting off my Poshmark store. And I guess the controlling started, which helped me even realizing it. Like, I got rid of all my Poshmark shit, and he helped me take it to all good back. Helped me take it to Goodwill, and I cleaned out that extra bedroom. And although it did, I got rid of a lot of my stuff that probably was just sitting there. I didn't really see it at first as a controlling thing of me doing what he wanted me to do. And now that I have that, experience with him after quite a while of being with him, I had learned, in hindsight, looking back, that that was the beginning of the controlling. So if they're going through your shit and they're telling you little hints of stuff like, oh, why do you have so much stuff? Or it's because they're jealous of you and they want you to get rid of your shit.